last 15, 20 years, we went to church together for those 6 years. A bunch of us went skiing, doing a trip. And we also had many camping experiences. And today we would like to recreate some of those good times that we had camping. Everything that we share with you actually happened. You may question it, but these are not going to be tall tales. Before we get into the stories, we have an award to present to Ellard as the best camper. So if we could have you come up here. He's the grand champion. And now we're going to get into what made Ellard the grand champion camper. And we'll start off with Jim Hansen as he relates some of the great hatchet stories.
To set the scene a little bit here, these of course are the fellow campers around the campfire, which is burning brightly in the middle here. Ellard was always the great campfire builder. Great pride in that, and to be perfectly honest, he was pretty good at it too. And so we relied on Ellard to bring all the campfire wood and matches and a lot of charcoal for starters and but he took that responsibility seriously and certainly did a good job. But he was our campfire builder. Of course, to do that, he had to use a hatchet, chop the wood up into kindling. And Ellard was busy filing his hatchet to make it perfectly sharp. He spent a long time doing that, getting ready to chop the wood so he could get the fire. But before I do that, I have to wear my official Ellard cap. That's not important, because you wore this cap today for and this is part of Ellard. And then to go along with that, I have to have the official Ma Bell approved safety valve. Well, now, the evening has come and darkness has settled in. The campfire is burning, but it's been burning down a little low now, so he's been asked to go and chop some more kindling wood. And so darkness has settled in. Behind the glow of the fire, it's dark. And here's Ellard then, in the background, chopping wood. Work. You can't understand. It doesn't work. I sharpened this axe all afternoon. Now it doesn't work. I know it's dark back here, but what in the world? Oh, no. Yeah. I forgot to take off the cover. Once he's taken the cover off, he's able to make some headway with his job. This is going good. You know where you are. Kids, come in here. Kids,
avid ski fans, but there was a starting point to skiing, first time out, and Harold Biggesa is going to share some of those adventures.
That's probably the best memory that I have. I've missed so many of the camping episodes, but this one I remember. It was the first time out for Ellard and his family and for many others of us. So a group of us took a lesson, a skiing lesson, to the Dallas Hotel. And all was going pretty well. We had a cute little ski instructor. First out, I walked sideways up the hill, one step at a time, and that worked pretty good. Next phase of the lesson was to do snowplow. So she got us up most of the way up the hill and demonstrated snowplow going down. One at a time, each one snowplow down. Ellard's turn came, and he started out, and pretty soon he straightened out and headed straight down toward careened off down into the trees and bushes, and the ski instructor right after him, already, oh, go, no go. Said at the introduction, she had an awful hard time with the name Ellard, so Ellard told her, oh, just call me Bo. The rest of the lesson, she was correcting his errors, and the picture in the snow drift was pretty common. That's all I remember.
We'll go back to the camping scene. We went many, many times over through the 70s and the early 80s. And I want to say now that Melba always reminded us that the way to go camping was Holiday Inn. But we stuck to our ways and we roughed it out in Countryside, Alaska, Campers Point, a number of various places. A couple more stories as to what happened. We're going to be shared with Bruce Langus.
The circle was never complete until Ellard and Melba arrived. We had some good times. It allowed for some fresh humor that would just made our group complete. And like the song that the Anderson sang was True of Ellard. That was a good song that we sang, True of Ellard and Melba. They're concerned for the kids, they're concerned for the Lord. Not only did we have a lot of fun times, we had some good serious times too, discussing the Word and had some good fellowship together around the campfire. And it was kind of funny because some of these serious times left themselves to so unusually fun. There are a couple of times I remember specifically the subject of remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy would be brought up, and Ellard and one would start debating that issue, and another issue about baptism, and then Ellard and Ben would start discussing that issue. And some of these got into the night. I remember specifically one time at Campers Point. Oh, I was getting late, and I was tired, and I went to bed. They were discussing some issue that went about 2:30 or something like that. I was tired. I was the first one to bed, and the first one up the next day. So I wanted the paper in the morning, so I went to the store to get the paper and got a lecture for being so noisy.
During the camping scenes, there were about 6 families involved. And we discovered that there was a representative from each family that had a birthday in the month of October. So that took us off into October birthday parties. So every year we would gather together and have our October birthday party. And it was just a couple of years ago, we were at the Hanson home afterwards celebrating our October birthdays. And at some point in the evening, I had to go to the bathroom to relieve myself. Normally when you go into a bathroom, you expect privacy. Well, Hanson's had a lock on their door that just wasn't totally functional. So there I am inside that piece of the world, and the door opens and he walks Melba. Well, he just stands there and looks, and he walks out. And how was it she looked, Harold?
She didn't say anything, she walked in white as a ghost.
Well, I won't say any more about that. And then the, any of you have any little stories? The last story to share takes us to a Hatchet Park one beautiful October weekend. What was special about that weekend is that it was the first time the Bows left home and there were no children on. The rest of us, I guess we didn't have any children. But for Eller and Melba, no children. And I just want to say it was a beautiful evening. One that you could just have been out all night enjoying the temperature and the outdoors. We get there and Eller was singing. 8 o'clock, no, Melba. We started a campfire and we were sitting around and Eller was yawning. Melba's not picking up any hint. 12 o'clock, we're still around the campfire enjoying ourselves. And now Eller just getting tired. We retire late at night, and by then Eller has gone to sleep. And if you've ever heard Eller sleep, it's not quiet like that. With a loud snore. Well, the next morning, I woke up 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I left the tent just to enjoy the beauty of the day. And I step out of the tent and I look underneath the pine tree, and there, squatted underneath the tree like this, is Eller. Long look on his face. It looks like a guy who's really had a rough night. And I said, Eller, what's wrong? He said, Melba kicked me out. She couldn't get any sleep, and she said, asked at 3 o'clock, it was my turn to sleep, and I So, we laughed about this quite a few times. And as a camping group, we got together, and we all chipped in, and we would like to present you with a gift certificate to go to the Holiday Inn. And Elvis also always dreamed about. And at that point also, Eller, you can continue the unfinished business.